Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
Breaking news in East Lyme. Police made a grisly discovery, a body on the side of the road right by 95. Pinpoint News Tracker shows us exactly where the investigation is going on, right along West Society Road near Dean Road. Part of West Society Road in East Lyme has been closed for several hours as part of this ongoing investigation. East Lyme Police Chief Michael Finkelstein says that officers responded to the scene around midnight to find the body of a dead male party just off to the side of the road. The Connecticut State Police Major Crimes Unit and the State Attorney's Office are also on the scene investigating. And we continue to follow developing news on the nationwide protests that at times have turned violent. But last night, crowds in New York City and Washington broke their curfews to continue their calls for justice in the killing of George Floyd. Police blocked protesters on the Manhattan Bridge in New York. That remained peaceful. Down in Washington, D.C., some people were throwing water bottles and lighting fireworks outside of the White House. And then back in Minnesota, where Floyd was killed, the state is launching a civil rights investigation into the Minneapolis Police Department. The mother of Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Gianna, called him a good man.
I'm here for my baby, and I'm here for George, because I want justice for him.
More protests are planned across the nation today.
For more than a week, demonstrations have been held all across the country. People in communities everywhere are banding together in the name of George Floyd, who was recently killed at the hands of a now former Minneapolis police officer. While many are peaceful, some of these demonstrations have turned destructive. Windows and displays have been smashed, stores have been broken into, and fights have erupted. Here in Connecticut, we've learned from local law enforcement the keys to ensuring everyone's safety includes utilizing technology and community engagement. They're also looking to identify people who might be coming from out of state just to cause harm.
We can do some proactive work to arrest those folks if we indeed identify them, and because they do not represent the community.
Meanwhile, President Donald Trump appears to be backing off his threat to deploy troops to states in order to quell protests. Yesterday, Governor Ned Lamont revealed the president called on Connecticut to send some of our guardsmen and women down to D.C. But the governor says our demonstrations don't warrant the guard to be activated.
Right now, the municipal and the state police are doing very well, working closely with the protesters who have peace in mind.
Eva Zamaris, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, now we turn to the latest on the coronavirus here in Connecticut. Governor Ned Lamont says the state is seeing the lowest fatality rate in months. The latest numbers show 8 people have died and more than 200 people tested positive. So that brings the total deaths to almost 4,000 now and cases to 42,000 since the start of the pandemic. Hospitalizations also continued to drop. New this morning, 3 courthouses will be reopening with some limitations next week. You're taking a look at video now of Middlesex Judicial District Courthouse. Here's the video coming up, or maybe not. Officials say the courts in Middletown, Rockville, and Torrington will mainly focus on arraignments of defendants on bond or defendants in any domestic violence cases or any other emergency situations. The courts will be open on Mondays and Wednesdays, and we also know that 10 courts have remained open through the pandemic. And now an inspiring story of survival. After more than a month in hospice, an 82-year-old coronavirus survivor went home to her family in Branford. Take a look at this video. The team of doctors and nurses at Connecticut Hospice cheered her on as she was wheeled out yesterday. Caretakers say family visits were allowed, and they find those visits can really help boost patients' progress. Family members and her husband of 42 years says the care at Connecticut Hospice made a huge difference.
Feels tremendous. Getting away from here is great. As nice as all these people are and what a great job they do, but she'll be happy that she's home.
And we're told the patient is going to be celebrating by enjoying lobster rolls, eggplant grinders, and spaghetti. That's wonderful. People who are in need will be getting some more hands on fresh food for free this morning. So listen to this. The Friendly Hands Food Bank in Torrington is going to be handing out produce until it runs out. The drive-through style giveaway starts at 10 a.m. at Torrington Middle School. Drivers just need to pop the trunk or open up a window, and volunteers will place a box of produce right in the car.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Just about 7:05 on this Wednesday, June 3rd. Our Doppler is dry at this point, but we are expecting that to change a little bit later on this afternoon with the threat for some strong storms. As you can see, the Storm Prediction Center has placed a portion of Connecticut in the marginal risk. That's the darker green there. The light green means just a general thunderstorm threat. That's for northwest Connecticut. Then there's the darker green, which means the marginal risk. And then there's the yellow, which gets a little bit more intense. That's the slight risk category. You don't want to be New Jersey today because that's the enhanced risk category for strong to severe storms that are expected to roll through later this afternoon through this evening. Temperatures this morning, whoa, so much better than where they were yesterday. We're in the upper 50s and low 60s out there. Yesterday, we were in the low 40s. It was 42 degrees at Bradley yesterday. That tied a record. The winds are out of the south-southwest, anywhere from 3 to 7. Not a big deal in terms of the wind this morning. And as we move it through the day, you'll notice those shower and thunderstorm icons start developing around 2 to 3 p.m. That's particularly for southwest Connecticut and portions of central Connecticut. So we're going to keep an eye to the sky, and if they look threatening, you want to head indoors. All right, shower and thunderstorm activity around 2 to 3 p.m. for the shoreline. Beautiful start out there. Old Saybrook, just glorious. We'll take you to Torrington right now. You got a beautiful sunrise there in Torrington, just a beautiful sunrise in New London as well. So we are taking a look at the regional radar. It's looking like we had some showers overnight through very early this morning. And as I widen out the shot here, you're going to see a cluster of activity to the south of Connecticut. Let me widen out the shot here. You can see that lightning and thunder moving out over the open waters of the Atlantic. Now we're concentrating on the cold front, which is draped up over the Great Lakes. And unfortunately, that front will be making its way into the state a little bit later on this afternoon. That is according to early morning FutureCast, tomorrow's weather today. So 3, 4 o'clock, we start to see the development of some showers and thunderstorms. And then 5 o'clock tonight, they're still with us. And then right around 10 o'clock, southwest Connecticut might get clipped with some shower and thunderstorm activity, but then it dries out. And tomorrow is just a gorgeous day of weather. Daytime highs today, better than yesterday in the upper 70s to right around 80. A little bit more in the way of humidity today. And then tomorrow, we dry things out. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow after a pretty comfortable night of weather tonight. And tomorrow, again, a beautiful day. Low humidity, 86 degrees. Then Friday and Saturday, a chance for some shower and thunderstorm activity. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday looking great. Now, Friday and Saturday are not a washout, but we do run the risk for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, lower temperatures, lower humidity, and some really, really nice weather. All right, that's a check of your early warning forecast. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Hey, we are talking about another 3 Cares event that Scott is going to be at tomorrow. If you are still in need of a face mask, we have this event happening at Enfield High School from 7 a.m. until 12:30. So you can drive up, roll down your window, and get a bag with 5 free masks inside. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News this morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day, everyone.